Hello, my name is Ashley Jane Mungole from Zambia. I'm a young female leader of the Amazon Leadership Initiative and a software developer by profession. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you my journey in the STEM world, basically technology. I'll first talk about my early life as a software developer, the challenges I faced, my mentorship experiences, my leadership blueprint, my vision as a young female leader in STEM. Lastly, the importance of intergenerational co-leadership. So, how did I find myself as a software engineer? What vision did I have? What really inspired me to go for tech? To begin with, growing up as a child, I used to watch documentaries that showed how detectives could use technology to solve crimes, witnessing how advancements in forensics, data analysis, and digital reconstructions were used to solve crimes and bring victim stories to light. When choosing what I wanted to do with my life, I considered two factors. Firstly, how interested I was in technology. Secondly, and how I felt about crime. I was curious about this. I asked myself whether technology could be used to improve national crime. I decided to focus on information technology because I was interested in learning how to use computers and other resources to contribute to the safety of my country, Zambia. In Zambia, because of lack of resources and expertise, so many cases have grown cold and justice has not been brought to these victims. Ruth Mbandu is an example of one of the victims. I still recall that day when word spread throughout our community of Ruth Mbandu's terrible murder. Even though I wasn't present when the crime was committed, I could feel the waves of shock it sent through our community. Ruth Mbandu was a 19-year-old student at the National Institute of Public Administration, NIPA, when she was brutally murdered by unknown people in 2012. And this case has completely gone cold because of lack of resources. Even if our law enforcement put in effort, but we can't put a blind eye that we do not have enough resources as a country, Zambia, to bring justice to these victims. So this really inspired me to go for tech as a career. Fast forward, my first year as a tech student, we had this one interesting course that a lot of girls didn't like, but the guys loved it so much. It was called programming. When I first read the summary about it, it was very interesting. Like, how do you give a computer instructions and it obeys? That was really interesting. Even though a lot of girls didn't like it, they thought it was hard and that only guys would make it in that course. Well, for me, it was a bit different. For them, they got intimidated. I wasn't intimidated because it was a male-dominated field. I was ready to go for it. I wanted to learn more about it because of my passion for technology. And I wasn't going to give up on it just because the majority of females or girls feel that it is hard and because it's a male-dominated field. I went for it and I had to learn. I was patient with myself despite all those challenges. The other thing I learned was how time-consuming technology can be because you have so many things you want to learn to stay up to date. So I faced the challenge of balancing household chores with my passion for software development. This delicate balancing act frequently left me divided between my aspirations and my family needs. But this struggle has taught me important things. I have learned how to manage my time better. I do not give up when things get hard. I have also learned to talk to my family about my dreams and ask them for their help and support. I had to carefully organize my day and be prepared for the last minute changes in order to make things work. Even though it wasn't simple, I managed to complete my work and chores by being flexible. The other lesson I learned throughout my journey was the importance of having a mentor in my tech journey. You know, when you are a beginner, you've got so many things you want to learn to a point you keep on getting information and you don't know whether that information is useful or it's not going to help you build anything at all because you're overwhelmed and you just want to get everything on the internet. So the greatest lesson I learned was having a mentor is really important because they can teach you new things, give you good advice, and help you when you're not sure because they have faced similar challenges that we do. I'm really grateful that I had a mentor and he was part of my journey of becoming a software developer. Now, as a young female leader who is passionate about technology, what is my leadership blueprint? Well, my leadership blueprint is like a special plan that helps me. Firstly, I have learned that being real is really important. Instead of trying to be like others, I stay true to myself, and this has really helped me gain trust from others because they know I'm being honest. Secondly, empowering others, especially girls in technology, is another big part of my blueprint. I believe everyone has something special to offer, so I encourage and support other girls to use their talents and ideas to make a difference. Lastly, I have learned to never give up, even when things get tough. Challenges are just opportunities to learn and grow. So, by being positive, I inspire others. So, don't forget, be yourself, care about others, empower everyone, communicate clearly, and stay strong even when things get hard. Now, let's talk about my vision. What is my vision as a young female leader? I am to establish programs where young females can gather to learn and dive into technology in an enjoyable and engaging way. I want to be a mentor who helps a girl child discover her passions, chase her dreams, and most importantly, I want to be a role model who shows them that being a girl in the tech world is something to be proud of. Now, let's talk about the most important part. What should we all do to bridge up this gender gap in STEM? I feel like the female leaders of the older generation can make significant contribution in multiple ways to foster growth and success within STEM because young girls can benefit greatly from the guidance of experienced professionals as they navigate their careers in the tech industry by sharing their experiences, insights, and lesson learned. The other thing is opportunities for networking. Senior female executives have the ability to organize events that bring together up and upcoming professionals and powerful figures in the field. establishing professional connections. Let's also talk about support and advocacy. It is critical to provide support for initiatives promoting diversity and inclusion in the tech sector. Elderly female executives have the power to advocate for laws that uphold gender parity, foster a positive work environment, and support the career advancements of older women in technology. Above all, role modeling. The older generation of female leaders should set an example for young generation and proving that achievement is attainable for people of all ages and gender. Senior women leadership can encourage young generation to pursue careers in STEM. And when you see someone who has gone through similar struggles and experiences succeed, it is inspiring and empowering to the younger generation. And if such things are done, definitely history is not going to repeat itself because our generation will create role models in these STEM careers, in these male dominated fields for the next generation of women to look up to.